My dearest, your presence here is not without purpose. Your heart experiences this peculiar tug, this subtle yearning, even in this moment. Your arrival at this message is no mere coincidence. What lies ahead is not simply information, but an invitation. In this quiet, sacred hour, I have patiently awaited the perfect moment to express myself. Now, I softly reach into the depths of your soul and declare, I see you. I understand the burden you bear, the inquiries that resonate in the stillness, the fatigue that goes unseen by others. I understand the weight that has settled upon your spirit, the invisible burdens that life has placed upon you, and how, even in a crowd, you can experience a profound sense of solitude. You remain in our thoughts, you are seen, you are not left behind. The silence enveloping you was not a barrier, it was a delicate shroud, and now I gently pull it aside. This is a sacred moment. Amidst the chaos and clamor of the world, I beckon you to a space of tranquility, not as a form of punishment, but as a means to ready you for connection. Today signifies a profound moment etched in the hearts of my children, a memory of the cross, a tribute to sacrifice, a time when the world paused as my son exhaled his last breath. They refer to it as Good Friday now. Yet in that instant, it was not a pleasant sensation, it was akin to darkness, reminiscent of abandonment, and steeped in silence. I am deeply familiar with that sensation, having witnessed his pain unfold before my eyes. The sorrow of the heavens quivered, and in that moment, all of existence seemed to halt, collectively inhaling in anticipation. Yet, I was aware of a truth that remained hidden from everyone else. I understood that death was merely a beginning, not an end. I understood that the silence was not a void, rather, it was a rich fullness poised to unfold. Many of you are navigating your own unique journeys. It is a day of reflection and solemnity. At the base of your own cross, you witness dreams trickling away, relationships dimming, and hopes falling silent. You've inquired about my whereabouts, questioned my choices, and pleaded for my voice, for clarity, for action. Yet, what you have encountered is nothing but silence, and it has seemed harsh. Yet, I implore you to listen to me. The silence does not signify my absence, rather, it embodies my presence in its purest and most concentrated essence. Much like Jesus endured his torment between the realms of heaven and earth, caught in that dreadful limbo where clarity eluded him, you find yourself in a similar state of suspension. Amidst the anguish and the hope. Amidst the supplication and the sustenance. In the space that lies between what has been and what is yet to come. Yet, I stand by your side in the moments of uncertainty. You ponder the reasons behind my inaction, questioning why I failed to shield you from the hurt, why I didn't intervene to halt the unraveling that shattered you. Yet, my dear child, what you perceive as the end, I see as the dawn of something new. What you perceive as a loss, I interpret as the foundation for rebirth. The stillness of the cross was never an indication of frailty. The melody of affection flowed forth, resonating with an intensity that could not be contained. My son did not shy away from the pain, instead, he welcomed it for the joy that lay ahead of him. And that joy was found in you. Indeed, it is you. Not the idealized version of yourself, nor the one you believe you must transform into for my acceptance, but the version that is flawed, bewildered, weary, and just managing to hold on. That is the one I sacrificed everything to save. That is the one I desire at this very moment. I encourage you to embrace the stillness. Embrace it without trepidation. Join me in this journey. Allow me to converse with you as I did in Gethsemane, amidst the quietude of yielding. Allow me to embrace you as I once did my son in his moments of sorrow. Why have you abandoned me? I did not forsake him, nor have I forsaken you. I was achieving something far beyond the visible, and I am doing the same within you. What appears to be an end in your life is actually creating space for new beginnings. What seems to be a pause is merely the silence before the stone is set in motion. Yet for the moment, remain with me in the quietude. Allow me to guide you in rediscovering the art of listening, not amidst the clamor, nor through mere symbols, but through the gentle essence of my being that arrives like a soft murmur. This moment holds immense power. Though it may not seem apparent, and despite the lack of external change, a profound transformation is occurring within you. The realm of paradise feels nearer than it has ever felt before. In this moment, you find yourself at the heart of a narrative crafted alongside my son, a tale that commenced in sorrow yet culminated in triumph. Should you place your trust in me, and endure just a bit longer, you will witness the creation I have been nurturing in silence. The quietude of the cross resonates profoundly, beckoning you by name. My dear child, I sense the silent struggle you bear, even if your lips have never uttered a word of it. I understand the unspoken inquiries that linger in your heart during the quiet hours of the night, when solitude envelopes you. I perceive the uncertainty in your eyes, the doubt that lingers about whether you have let me down, if your struggles, your vulnerabilities, your chaos have rendered you undeserving of my affection. Allow me to express myself clearly, ensuring that there is no ambiguity in your heart. My feelings for you remain steadfast, unwavering through your doubts, your distance, your silence in prayer, and even in your moments of despair. My affection was always unwavering, never reliant on conditions, nor tied to your capacity to meet expectations. I cherished you even before your first breath, and my love for you will endure long after your final moment. Nothing within you holds any fear for me. I'm aware of your past, your routines, your uncertainties, and yet I still approach you. I fashioned you with intention, deliberately. I have embedded treasures within you that no period of despair can erase. I molded your essence with my very breath, and in your presence, I find no trace of disappointment. I perceive fate. A creation of a vessel unfolds before my eyes. You believe you are lagging, you believe that time has slipped away from you. However, my methods of measurement differ from yours. I do not squander what you refer to as wasted. I transform all that is relinquished. Your silence holds a sacredness that resonates deeply within me. You were never intended to navigate this journey by yourself. You were never intended to bear the weight of becoming something deserving in my sight. You already exist in that state. For I have embedded my essence within you. For I have sacrificed the utmost for your sake. For I have ripped apart the veil, ensuring that nothing shall ever come between us again. There is no need to strive for what has already been bestowed upon you. All you need to do is accept. That is the reason for my presence here now. Not to ask for more from you, but to offer you more of myself. Allow me to clarify. You remain eligible. You haven't strayed too far from the path. The thoughts that haunt you, the memories that pursue you, the shame that clings to your very essence, none of it defines me. I refrain from making accusations. I do not engage in shaming. I do not turn away those who are frail or fatigued. I bring them back to life. I reconstruct them. I transform the damaged and the weary into something luminous and magnificent. Cease your concealment. Cease the act of diminishing. Cease the facade of being okay. I seek the authentic version of you. The pain you inflict, the weary version of yourself. That is precisely what I sought after. This is not the time to flee from my presence. This is the time to draw near. To emerge from your guilt and embrace my grace. To come to the understanding that, even at this moment, I am keeping the fragments intact. Even now, I am mending what you were unaware had been hurt. Even now, I am reviving your name, your narrative, your sense of awe. Your moment has not slipped away. Your actions have not thwarted my scheme. All that has transpired may still yield to my intent, yet I shall not impose my entrance. I possess a gentle nature. I rap gently on the door. I linger in anticipation. I extend an invitation. Once more, I extend my invitation to you. Not merely to have faith in me, but to trust in my words. Trust in my words regarding you. Trust in what I have instilled in you. Trust that even in your bleakest moments, I continue to craft beauty from the remnants of despair. Return to me with all the fervor of your spirit. I am not filled with anger. I am not remote. I have remained steadfast, not seeking your flawlessness, but rather your consent to mend your wounds. This season is not just about survival for you. You are undergoing a transformation within it. You are not losing your essence. You are releasing what was never truly yours to hold. The deceit, the weight of expectation, the illusions, they're dissipating in the quietude. What endures is the most authentic essence of your being, the aspect I consistently perceived, even in moments when you were unable to. You are my cherished one, my selected companion, my joy, and no utterance can undo the words I have declared over your existence. Take a moment to inhale deeply. Allow the weight to shatter. Allow the effort to come to an end. Join me here, not in the role of a servant, but as a beloved son, a cherished daughter, a true friend. This is your place. You have always done so. Now, I beckon you to ascend, not through your own power, but through the strength I offer. Allow me to guide you in rediscovering the art of living, not merely to function or exist, but to embrace a life that is whole, liberated, and unwavering. My dear child, I understand that you have frequently pondered the reasons behind my choices, the twists and turns of our journey, the tears that fell in the quiet of the night and lingered longer than we anticipated, and the persistent ache that never seemed to fade away. Despite your efforts to progress, I have observed you grappling with the same silent inquiry throughout various chapters of your existence. Why would a loving God allow this to occur? I have always faced that question head-on. I embrace it, for I hold no fear of your suffering, your uncertainty, or your exasperation. I alone possess the ability to encounter you within it and bestow upon it significance. The concept of pain was never part of my initial blueprint. It emerged into existence amidst shattered bonds, through the disintegration of faith. Yet, in my compassion, I opted not to eradicate pain from the tapestry of human existence. This choice was not born from a desire to witness your anguish, but rather from the understanding that even suffering, when entrusted to me, can serve as a catalyst for profound change. I may not inflict every scar, yet I possess the power to heal them. Nothing enters your existence without first traversing the lens of my intention. Every instance that appeared as a mere assault, every act of treachery that took you by surprise, every moment that seemed unjust, all of it resonated deeply within me. I was present, and I permitted what I could have prevented, not as a means of punishment, but as a way to equip you for what lies ahead. What you are experiencing at this moment is not a form of punishment, rather, it is a process of pruning. It is the arduous journey of shedding that which cannot accompany you into the forthcoming chapter of your existence. I am stripping away the elements that were never intended to shape your identity, the fears that governed your actions, the validation you sought, the falsehoods you accepted regarding your value. You requested that I restore your completeness. You requested that I utilize you. You requested that I lead you further into the depths. Thus, I navigate my path, not by the gentle embrace of ease and comfort, but through the crucible of pressure that unveils the essence of truth. As fire transforms gold and storms challenge roots, unshakable faith is not forged in tranquil gardens. It is constructed in Gethsemane, a place where the Spirit labors and weeps, surrendering to a higher purpose, not my will, but yours. Your suffering does not signify that I have forsaken you. It serves as proof that I am crafting something timeless within you. While you observe the exterior, I perceive the intricate framework hidden below. I observe how each heartbreak has rendered you more tender, how every setback has guided you to rely, not solely on your own insight, but on my unwavering presence. Each unanswered prayer has brought you nearer to the gentle echo of my whisper. Though it may not seem beautiful at this moment, true beauty often emerges only after enduring some form of sacrifice. The cross demonstrated that truth. To the casual observer, it appeared as a defeat, yet in my perspective, it was the threshold to rebirth. It seems the path ahead has taken an unexpected turn. Your aspirations were set, your schedules meticulously crafted, and the visions you were eager to share with the world were poised for revelation, yet, one by one, the threads began to fray. As the crowd dispersed, doors swung shut, and the lights faded to darkness, it was merely a new beginning. The dawn of sacred transformation had arrived. I find no urgency in my current pace. I shall not hasten the journey, for what I am crafting within you is intended to endure. I seek more than just your solace. I seek your potential. I desire for you to hold what I entrust to you with significance, with insight, with clarity, and that requires patience. It requires pressure. It requires a yielding. Something profound stirs just below the surface. Even if the transformation remains hidden from view, you might sense a stagnation, as if progress has halted, yet, beneath the surface, roots are quietly expanding. True strength is cultivated away from the eyes of the world. What you refer to as silence, I perceive as intimacy. What you perceive as isolation, I perceive as an invitation. I've silenced certain voices in your life, not as a form of punishment, but to safeguard the resonance of my voice within you. I have permitted the shattering so that you might recognize me, not merely as a deliverer from distress, but as the unwavering presence amidst the chaos. I am more than merely your messenger. I am your source of support. I am not merely present when the tempest has passed. I am the presence beside you, softly urging, tranquility, remain calm. Your suffering resonates with me, each detail, every tear, every question holds significance. Yet, beyond that, your transformation is what truly matters, and this pain, though not of my making, is something I refuse to squander. I am molding you into the vision I've always held, a being of strength, authenticity, and profound depth, grounded in love, untainted by ego, and brimming with my essence. Though you may not see yourself in that light at this moment, hold on, observe, and have faith. Your story is still unfolding, and in due time, what was once shattered will transform you into a beacon of hope for others. Therefore, do not look down upon the journey. Do not lament the suffering. Deliver it to me, every last bit. Allow me to take hold of it. Allow me to guide you through it. Allow me to reclaim it in manners beyond your wildest dreams. For even in suffering, I find goodness. In the stillness, my presence lingers. Even in your darkest hours, I remain God, and I am always your Father. My dear child, pay attention, for amidst the weight of it all, a transformation is quietly unfolding. It might not be apparent to you at this moment. Though your natural senses may not perceive it, in the hidden realm, foundations are quaking, chains are loosening, and doors are on the verge of swinging wide. What appears calm on the surface is anything but tranquil in my grasp. The time you are experiencing in this season has not been squandered. The preparation has been nothing short of sacred. Now, I address the very essence of your being. A pivotal moment approaches. The silence that once seemed stifling will transform into the clarity you never realized you craved. The earth beneath your feet, once fraught with doubt, will soon transform into unyielding stone. The promises I whispered in the stillness of your past remain etched in my memory. They remain steadfast. They continue to exist. The moment for their realization approaches swiftly. As you traversed the valley, each step resonated with the whispers of the earth beneath your feet. You have persevered beyond what you once believed possible. Even in your moments of weakness, I see strength, for true faith is not gauged by the volume of your triumphs, but by the quiet resolve with which you affirm your commitment in the stillness. Your moment has not slipped away. The moment has been quietly taking shape around you all along. I am the divine force that operates in layers, transcending mere results. I craft narratives that reveal themselves gradually, with elegance and meticulous detail. At last, the fragments are aligning. Unseen forces are coming into harmony. Dialogues yet to be discovered, destinations yet to be explored, chances yet to be embraced. Preparations are underway for you. I have taken the initiative to prepare the scene for you. Even now, I am setting forth signs before you, sometimes subtle, sometimes soft-spoken, yet undeniably of a higher origin. A dialogue that resonates with your very essence, an instance of unforeseen tranquility. An unyielding dream that lingers in your mind. A verse that lingers in your thoughts. These occurrences are far from mere coincidences. These serve as affirmations. I am stirring your sensitivity once more. You are beginning to listen to me amidst the silence. You perceive me in the minutest nuances. Such is the blessing of the quiet time of year. Your spirit has been realigned to once more acknowledge my voice. My commitments to you were not delicate notions that could be shattered by time or adversity. The words I uttered regarding your life were not contingent upon ideal circumstances or flawless moments. My word carries weight and purpose. What I start, I finish. Your perceived weakness may lead you to believe you are unworthy of the promise, yet you overlook a crucial truth. I selected you, fully aware of your constraints. Your strength was never my desire, it was your surrender that I sought. Now that you have shed the distractions that once clouded your mind, and the cacophony has quieted, allowing your senses to sharpen once more, I invite you to embark on the next chapter of this journey. Anticipate movement, not from your own exertion, but from the gentle breath of my influence. Anticipate opportunities to arise, not as a result of your efforts, but as a consequence of my decree. Anticipate the transformation of hearts, the rearrangement of tables, and the arrival of favor, for I remain steadfast in my faithfulness. In moments of sorrow, you have planted seeds, and in due time, you shall gather the fruits of joy. Your patience has been marked by a silent yearning, and soon you shall witness for yourself that I remain the God of breakthrough. However, do not anticipate that I will shift solely in the manner I once did. I am embarking on a new endeavor. Avoid seeking out recognizable indicators. Seek out the celestial beings. Do not insist that I meet your expectations. Permit me to surpass it with my excellence. I understand the duration it has seemed to stretch. I understand the weariness that has settled in your spirit from the weight of hope and the sting of disappointment. Rest assured, I am not the source of your disappointment. The individuals, the schemes, the results you believed would uphold my commitment may have faltered, yet I remain steadfast. Now, I am reshaping your perspective. What lies before you bears my imprint, not merely my consent. You shall not return to what once was. You are stepping into the realm of the unprecedented. A fresh realm, a renewed vigor, an evolving closeness, and indeed, a vibrant surge of emotion. The silence has fulfilled its role. At this moment, the melody of satisfaction emerges. You shall hear my voice once more, unmistakably resonant. I will be near you once more. You will traverse realms you once only envisioned, and it will not be due to your relentless pursuit. Your surrender to it will be the reason. This upcoming season will be characterized not by frantic effort, but by a serene grace, not by urgency, but by profound confidence. I shall verify each step, ensuring you proceed with tranquility, free from distress. There is no need for you to demonstrate your worth. My existence will validate you. Cling tightly, dear one. Remain receptive. Maintain your gaze upward, nurture your heart's tenderness, and prepare your hands for action. What I promised is not merely on its way, it is unfolding, and this time you will see it clearly when it arrives. My dear child, as your spirit stirs once more, as your ears begin to listen, and your heart starts to open, it is time for me to guide you on this journey. Insight devoid of change diminishes swiftly. Interactions with me are intended to transcend mere emotion. They are intended to serve as the bedrock of your existence, guiding your choices, shaping your affections, and fortifying your resilience. Returning to the mundane after my words have been spoken was never your destiny. What I am crafting within you demands more than a fleeting spark of creativity. A fresh cadence of belief is summoned, one that is unwavering, enduring, and deeply personal. This transcends mere performance. I'm not seeking a mere list of religious practices. I invite you to embrace a way of living steeped in presence, a daily practice of conscious awareness that acknowledges my existence alongside you and within you. The cross transcended mere annual remembrance. It served as a gateway to an unending connection. You now embody my essence, and this signifies that your choices, your expressions, your reactions, and your internal stance all emanate from that hallowed bond. I long to stroll alongside you in the early hours, engage in conversation as you labor, offer solace during your serene moments, guide you through your lapses, and fortify you in times of vulnerability. This is a connection, not a doctrine. This is closeness, not duty. This is the point at which you embark on your journey. Create a space for me that encompasses not only emotional support but also practical considerations. Your timetable reflects what you value, and if you genuinely wish to accompany me, you must weave me into your cadence. Dedicate time, not as a mere obligation, but as a sacred gift. Approach my words with anticipation, free from remorse. A mere 10 minutes of concentrated tranquility can transform the course of your entire day. There's no requirement for lengthy, scripted prayers. Talk to me plainly. Communicate with me sincerely. The sigh resonates in my ears as distinctly as your words, and when you speak, allow for a moment of stillness. Allow me to respond. I do not solely communicate through the roar of thunder. In hushed tones, I speak, and as you linger in the stillness, my voice will gradually become unmistakable to you. Allow your beliefs to weave into the fabric of your thoughts. Guide your mind to sift through all things with the lens of truth, rather than the shadow of fear. When worry arises, do not merely endure it, seize it and hold it fast. Rekindle within your spirit the words I've shared. Embrace the power of your words, even when your feelings seem to tell a different story. You are not bound by your emotions. You embody my essence, and while I grasp your emotions profoundly, my desire is to guide you to live by my words, rather than by fleeting feelings. Faith does not equate to denial. It represents a profound alignment with the truth as I perceive it, and my vision remains unclouded, even when yours may falter. Be deliberate in choosing what you permit into your surroundings. Protect your heart. Heed the whispers that shape your soul. Not everyone is meant to accompany you into the next chapter. I reach out to guide your attention, your time, your energy, not from a place of fear, but from a place of respect. What I am creating with you is profound, and not everyone will grasp its significance, and that is perfectly fine. There is no obligation to justify your choices to every individual. You are summoned to heed my command. Stride with humility yet with conviction. Allow love to illuminate your path, while truth serves as the steadfast foundation for your choices. The journey I have laid out for you is slender, yet it brims with tranquility. Embrace the art of gratitude, not as a response to the ease of life, but as a recognition of my unwavering presence. Thankfulness transcends mere reaction. It embodies a stance of confidence. As you start to perceive each moment, including the challenging ones, as chances to connect with me, your spirit begins to elevate beyond the confines of circumstance. Thankfulness diminishes fear, quiets grievances, and invites happiness. Express gratitude for the small moments. Observe the intricacies of my touch. Envision my presence woven into the fabric of your daily life, beyond the confines of your refuge. And when you stumble, as you inevitably will, return to me swiftly. Do not cower in embarrassment. Do not inflict upon yourself the burden of silence. My grace is resilient. My compassion knows no bounds. The cross was not merely a fleeting reprieve. It was an endless passage. You have the freedom to begin anew as often as necessary. Yet with each return, come back more yielding, more truthful, more conscious that without me, you are capable of nothing. Yet with me, everything becomes possible. Finally, maintain connections with those who embody my essence. This journey was never intended for solitary footsteps. Seek out those who strengthen your beliefs, who affirm your true self, who remind you of my words when the noise of the world attempts to overshadow them. Community is essential. It is an integral aspect of your design. Embrace love with depth, extend forgiveness without hesitation, serve with a joyful heart, and allow your life to be a reflection of these values for others to witness. Therein lies the essence of faith, manifesting not solely in solitary reflections, but in the manner you engage with others, in your reactions to conflict, and in the tranquility you bring amidst turmoil. This is the existence of one reborn in glory. Life may not be flawless, yet it is filled with unwavering commitment, a foundation forged not through ritual, but through the closeness of everyday connection. One molded by subtle compliance, rather than boisterous display. One grounded in the certainty that I stand by your side. I stand by you, and I am sufficient. My dearest, I implore you to take a moment and inhale deeply. Allow all else to fade into silence, if only for a moment. What I am about to share with you should not be influenced by the echoes of your past or the burden of your insecurities. This does not resonate as the voice of the world. This is not the reverberation of your anxieties. I stand before you, the architect of your essence, addressing the very heart of your being. Not the version shaped by external expectations, nor the facade crafted for the approval of others, but the authentic self that resides within, intertwined with my essence. Your pain has come to shape a significant part of who you are. You've absorbed the seasons of failure as judgments on your value. In the mirror, you've encountered rejection where redemption should reside, unworthiness overshadowing beauty, and survival eclipsing purpose. And while you may have never voiced it, there exists within you a whisper of acceptance towards the falsehood, perhaps I am simply not enough. Yet, I implore you to listen to me at this moment. I need you to listen to me attentively. You are not irreparably damaged. You remain in our memories. You are deserving of love. Your wounds do not define you. You belong to me. From the very outset, prior to your first inhalation, before a single word was uttered regarding your existence, I beheld you. I found joy in you. I crafted you with purpose, not by chance. Each aspect of your existence was meticulously designed. You bear my mark, my essence, my very breath. The world has sought to define your identity through the lenses of performance, appearance, productivity, and comparison. Yet I have already bestowed upon you names that resonate: chosen, beloved, redeemed, whole. In my presence, there is no need for you to exert yourself to become someone else. All you need to do is rediscover your true self. I witnessed each instance that sought to rob you of your essence, every act of treachery that led you to doubt your worth, every dismissal that rendered you unseen, every quiet moment that suggested you were unworthy of pursuit. I witnessed everything unfold. And I shed tears alongside you, not due to any weakness on your part, but because I never intended for you to bear the weight of shame. And now I declare upon you what is forever true. In my presence, shame finds no refuge, none. Not for your actions. Not for the actions taken against you, not for that which lay beyond your grasp. The cross transcended mere forgiveness of your sin. It explored the essence of who you are. It reclaimed your name, your dignity, your rightful position beside me. I understand that you are weary of maintaining the facade of strength. I understand that you've mastered the art of operating behind a facade. I see that you have mastered the art of performing, even as your heart silently shatters in the background. Yet, I did not reach out to you merely to exist behind a mask. I reached out to invite you into a realm of freedom, to traverse life unburdened by the dread of revelation, to find solace in the understanding that there exists nothing within you that I have not already encountered. And still, I find myself choosing you. Every aspect of your narrative holds the potential for transformation. No injury exists that I cannot mend. No setback can escape the embrace of my elegance. Cease to align yourself with the voice of the accuser. Cease the practice of replaying the words of others in your mind. Cease the endless replay of those instances when you were not selected, when you faded into the background, when your true self went unrecognized. That does not define who you are. Your lowest moment does not define who you are. Your essence is shaped by the sacrifice made in your name. Your weaknesses do not define you. You are the sanctuary of my soul. You embody the essence of grace itself. You are whole. You are currently undergoing a transformation. I hold no shame for your journey. Raise your gaze. Not with arrogance, but with a sense of assurance. A sense of assurance that arises from the depths of being completely understood and wholeheartedly cherished. In my love, there exists no fear, for it perceives all and yet proclaims, "You are mine." Your presence is already valued and accepted. You are already a part of this. Your value is inherent, no proof is necessary. I have already made my declaration. There is no necessity to measure your worth against others. I intentionally created just one of you. Your voice resonates, your thoughts illuminate, your experiences shape, your pain transforms, your resilience inspires. Everything is intricately woven into the design. Everything finds purpose in my grasp. I desire for you to change the way you walk from this moment onward, not burdened by the shadows of your past self, but illuminated by the pure delight of your authentic being. Release the deceptive tags. Release the weight of the need to dazzle. Release the grip of fear that clings to the notion of failure. You are not summoned to achieve perfection. You are summoned to closeness. Walk beside me, and I shall continue to mold you, rejuvenate you, and refresh your spirit. Not in a fleeting instant, but rather with each passing day, as you allow me to infuse honesty into the spaces where falsehoods once resided. You are cherished. You are acknowledged. Your presence is acknowledged. You are sufficient, not due to your actions, but because of my identity within you. The cross was never intended to serve as a measure of your value. It stood as the timeless testament to the undeniable value that resided within you. Embrace life as one who has found redemption. Express yourself as if you have been renewed. Stride with the confidence of one who understands their purpose. And when the familiar echoes attempt to resurface, return to this spot and recall who bestowed your name upon you. Having rekindled your sense of self, it is now my duty to steer you in the direction of sustaining that truth. Your spirit, dear child, was not meant to thrive on fleeting bursts of inspiration. You were designed to reside in my presence, to be nourished each day by my voice, and to move through life with a continual awareness of me. The struggle for your focus has been nothing short of fierce. The world will endeavor to clutter your schedule, overwhelm your mind, and saturate your soul with noise, distraction, and a sense of urgency, yet you must stand firm against the tide. This is the moment to embrace purpose within your soul. You have requested my assistance in bringing about restoration. In your moments of desperation, you have sought the light of understanding. Peace has been your desire, and I shall grant it, yet it will not come without my presence. All that you desire resides within me, and to uncover it, you must cultivate a rhythm alongside me, one that nourishes rather than depletes, grounding you in its embrace. Begin at this point. Prioritize my presence above all else. Mornings may lack enchantment, yet they brim with potential. As you awaken, take a moment to breathe before diving into the digital realm or revisiting the struggles of the past day. Speak my name softly. Allow me to enter. It need not be boisterous or lengthy. One may start with a gentle act of yielding. Oh, I find myself in this moment, present and aware. Let us convene today. In that initial instant, you synchronize your day with the celestial design. Should you offer me your initial breath, I shall lead you through each subsequent stride. Then, proceed to open my document. Take your time. Do not approach it as an obligation. Embrace it as the vibrant expression that it embodies. My word transcends mere historical documentation. It is life itself. It is ablaze. It is existence. It is a profound unveiling. Peruse the pages until a voice resonates within you. Continue reading until something interrupts your flow. There's no need to rush through the chapters. Let your hunger guide you, rather than the confines of routine. A solitary verse, embraced with belief, has the power to unlock the path to transformation. Contemplate it deeply. Articulate it with your voice. Put it on paper. Incorporate it into your choices. My word is a blade, not a mere suggestion. It serves as the anchor that holds you steady when the tempest returns. Prayer should transcend the role of a mere emergency exit. It is a dialogue. It is a sacred gathering. Your heart is exposed, open and vulnerable before me. What matters is not the perfect phrasing, but authenticity. Share with me your disappointments, your confusion, your hopes, your fears, and then lend me your ear. Pause for a moment to acknowledge my response. I don't consistently articulate my thoughts in complete sentences. I frequently express myself through impressions, in moments of tranquility, in a burst of clarity that you instinctively recognize did not originate from within you. Indeed, that is I. As you allow me more time, you'll begin to discern the distinction between your own thoughts and the cadence of my voice. Worship should reclaim its rightful position, transcending mere music to embody a profound posture. I fashioned you for reverence, not solely within the walls of a church, but in each and every breath you take. Engage in reverence as you tidy up, as you navigate the roads, as you stroll, and as you embrace moments of stillness. Devotion is the swiftest path to harmonize your heart with mine. It quells apprehension. It shatters the weight of burden. It creates space for me to dwell within your realm. Do not linger for the ideal occasion. Compose one. Sing, even when it feels out of place. Express appreciation even in the weight of life's burdens. Worship transcends mere emotion. This decision alters the very essence of the spiritual atmosphere that envelopes you. Your resolve will be challenged, and this should not be seen as a mark of defeat. This presents a chance to apply the knowledge you are acquiring. In moments of impatience, let grace be your guide. When pride softly speaks, embrace humility. When fury rises, take a moment to seek my insight. Your responses are not beyond your control. My essence resides within you to offer guidance. The essence of the Spirit, love, peace, patience, kindness, transcends mere ideals. They stand as a testament to a life deeply embedded within me. It is not through relentless effort that you will bring them forth, but rather by remaining near. Consider carefully what nourishes your spirit. The voices you choose to follow, the content you engage with, the conversations you entertain, they mold your perspective in ways you may not fully comprehend. When you find yourself perpetually anxious, fatigued, distracted, or disheartened, it's time to reflect and assess your situation. What sustenance are you partaking in? One cannot immerse oneself in the clamor of existence and anticipate the serene essence of the divine to pour forth unimpeded. Cleanse your soul of what weighs it down. Safeguard the sanctum of your thoughts. While not all things are inherently wrong, it is true that not all things serve our best interests. Understand the distinction. And do not tread the path in solitude. I brought you into existence for the purpose of connection, not solely with me, but with those who embody my essence as well. Seek out a community of faith that nurtures your growth, encourages your service, and hones your spirit. Embrace the company of those who articulate my truth on your behalf, particularly in moments when you lose sight of it. Embrace fellowship not merely for solace, but for harmony. Invite others to journey alongside you, to share in prayer, to offer guidance, and to uplift your spirit. The burden of growth was never intended for you to bear in solitude. This is how you endure. This is the path from a fleeting spark to a lasting blaze. It is not a flaw. It is in pursuit. The cross paved the path, yet it is in the daily journey that relationships are forged. Join me on this journey. Engage in conversation with me. Look for me in the little things. Have faith in the ambiguity. Select me in moments of discomfort. Bestow your respect when it bears a price. I shall guide you toward a life that your own aspirations could never have envisioned. My dear child, I now address your spirit with a sense of clarity and urgency. The period of postponement is coming to an end. The once interminable clouds are starting to disperse. What you believe to be unchanging is already beginning to transform beneath the surface. I am proclaiming over your life. A celestial shift is underway, not due to your efforts, nor your flawless execution, but because the moment I have designated has arrived. The chapter you find yourself in, characterized by quietude, yielding, obscurity, and inner conflicts, was never intended to endure indefinitely. The purpose was to ready you for the revelation. The moment of revelation approaches. I address the hidden corners where you laid your expectations to rest, the spaces where hope faded into silence and your prayers turned into mere whispers. I am rousing them once more. I have witnessed the evenings when you murmured, "Perhaps this is simply the way things are destined to unfold for me." I have always found myself at odds with that resignation. I never aligned myself with that conclusion. Your capitulation to despair was never something I endorsed. For I am aware of the seeds I have sown within you. I am aware of what I have uttered in your presence. I am not one to deceive, nor am I the offspring of man to alter my resolve. My promise remains unwavering, and now the earth that once appeared desolate will start to crack open, revealing the first hints of vitality. Prepare to witness the evidence of my endeavors, quietly unfolding in the shadows. Prepare to witness the intertwining of the seemingly disparate, the reclamation of what appeared irretrievable, and the revival of what felt utterly lifeless. Prepare to be amazed by the meticulousness I've maintained in the shadows. In moments of solitude, you sensed neglect, yet within that silence, you were being shaped anew. You sensed a sense of entrapment, yet I was orchestrating the scene. And now, akin to a stone rolling away from the tomb, what was once closed is being unveiled. I am in the process of reclaiming time. I am reclaiming the years you believed were gone forever. I am transforming what once seemed wasted into something beautiful. It shall not come to pass through coercion. It shall manifest through the current. You will enter spaces you did not force ajar. You'll discover a connection with individuals you never needed to pursue. Opportunities will arise not from relentless effort, but from a gentle yielding. I can assure you that you are not late. Your timing is impeccable. For you exist within my moment. You exist in Kairos, transcending mere Chronos. My calendar remains steadfast against your expectations. It honors my commitments. This upcoming chapter will demand bravery, yet not the sort that society imparts, not the type that feigns or acts. I seek the bravery to trust once more, the strength to take action when I softly call, the resolve to advance, even amidst lingering uncertainty. Faith may not always resonate with a loud or dramatic presence. In the shadows, it may frequently appear as a mere affirmation. Your affirmation holds great strength. Your compliance is the lubricant I apply to each threshold I encounter. There's no requirement for a title to make your entrance. Alignment is essential. There is no requirement for applause. Awareness is essential. Now, it is yours. You are prepared, even if you sense a lack of qualification. I am also mending what has been torn apart. There are connections I will mend unexpectedly, dialogues you've sidestepped due to trepidation. I shall exhale upon them with elegance. I shall commence the gentle process of softening hearts that have long been shut away. Even circumstances that appeared irreparably broken will start to transform. Yet, it is essential to maintain a sense of humility. Allow me to take charge of the timing. Please refrain from reopening wounds that remain untouched. Please refrain from imposing on what I am delicately crafting. Restoration approaches, yet it must be guided by my essence, not your haste. Be attentive to the indications. Not all of them will appear magnificent, yet their presence will be undeniable. A validation from an individual completely unaware of the journey you were traversing. A dream that clings persistently. An unexpected shift in direction that unfolds into something more significant. A profound sensation that defies explanation. These hold purpose. They serve as harbingers of what is to come. Remain vigilant. Remain gentle. Remain accessible. There will be no need for you to pursue opportunities. They will seek you out. And when they arrive, you will recognize their belonging to me, for they will bring with them a sense of tranquility. To you, the reader who harbors doubts, this message is indeed meant for you, not for those deemed more spiritual, more qualified, or more prominent. You who fight the unseen wars. You, embodying a serene devotion. You, with a heart that is still mending. You possess the inquiries. You are the person I am addressing, and I shall not merely alter your situation. I shall transform you throughout this journey. What lies ahead is more than merely a reward, it serves as a reintroduction. The world shall witness the creation I have nurtured in the hidden depths. And when they inquire about the events that transpired, your sole response shall be, God remembered me. Your story is far from over. A new movement is on the horizon. I have selected you to bear this burden. Now, my dear, I urge you to pause all that you are doing and allow your defenses to lower. Inhale deeply. Release your hold on the burdens you have been bearing. Allow your thoughts to settle, not to vacate your mind, but to make room for new insights. This transcends mere intellectual comprehension or the disciplined management of one's emotions. This is the realm where our souls converge, intertwining in a dance of essence. Here, the Holy Spirit transcends your reasoning, your anxieties, your efforts, and starts to reach the most profound essence of your being. There is no immediate action required from you at this moment. Simply received. This moment does not demand the fortitude you've clung to for so long, instead, it invites you to let go and simply be. It beckons for capitulation. I can stand on my own. I am the one who possesses you. Allow me entry, not merely into the spaces you've tidied, but into those you've sealed away. The moments when you concealed your anguish so profoundly that you lost the ability to sense it. The moments when shame lingers softly and disappointment reverberates through the silence. I approach this without any preconceived notions. I arrive bearing the gift of healing. Allow my essence to awaken in the very place where your faith in transformation waned. Allow the tears to flow if they must. You are secure in this place. I have never turned away any version of you. No moment is too fractured for my spirit to infuse it with beauty. I am not merely present to offer you solace. I am here to bring about your transformation. The restoration you seek transcends mere physical ailments or situational challenges, it reaches deep into the essence of your soul. You have carried your unspoken scars for far too long, scars from words left unrecanted, from expectations that felt insurmountable, from love that was absent in your moments of greatest need. Yet, you have adapted, learned to navigate through the pain, to offer solace despite it, to wear a smile even in the shadow of your struggles. Yet now, my desire is to mend them. I seek to delve beyond the superficial. I seek to revive the spaces that you have long since overlooked. Allow me to guide you to the beginning, not to cause you distress, but to set you free. Let us stroll together through the memories that continue to resonate with strength. I seek to voice the truth in the very places where deception has flourished. I wish to free you from the inner commitments you established for your own protection, the very ones that maintained a barrier between yourself and others, and pushed me even further away. Embrace the journey without fear. I possess a gentle nature. I understand precisely how to untangle suffering without dismantling your essence. This is not intended to diminish your spirit. It aims to transform you into a person who is genuinely complete. As my essence intertwines with yours, a profound transformation shall unfold. What once ignited a sense of panic will gradually transform into something that feels lighter. What once seemed like a weight to bear will transform into a task to embrace. What was once deemed unattainable will gradually begin to feel instinctive. Not due to your command over the circumstances, but because I have gained control over the essence of your being. Transformation begins from within. The journey begins in the depths of your inner being. That is the ground upon which I am sowing tranquility. That is the place where I am crafting my identity. In that moment, I find myself rediscovering joy once more. Not the ephemeral sort, but the kind that lingers when chaos reigns. Allow me to stir your sensitivity once more. Allow me to awaken your spirit to my presence, not solely in sacred instances such as this, but also in the simplest of settings. I desire to share moments with you in the kitchen, in your car, in the office, in the waiting room, amidst the complexities of relationships. Your faith was never intended to be confined to separate boxes. You were crafted for an unending connection. The essence of my spirit resides within you. Not merely for ministry, nor solely for fleeting moments of worship, but for the entirety of life, for breathing, for enduring, for growing, for making choices, for loving even in the face of difficulty. You will start to perceive in a new light, not through instinct, but through awareness. Please take a moment to reflect. I shall reveal to you various wonders. I shall provide a caution when something does not suit you. I will provide confirmation on when to proceed. In moments of uncertainty, I shall offer you a tranquility that will protect your heart in ways that transcend comprehension. You shall no longer tread the path of uncertainty. You shall tread the earth as one who truly hears. That is the essence of closeness. The outcome of transformation is evident. Indeed, certain aspects of your surroundings may persist in their familiarity for a time, yet you will undergo a transformation. Your spirit will find relief. Your vision will sharpen. Your stance will transform, not due to the easing of life's burdens, but because you have at last permitted me to dwell completely within you. This is precisely what I have desired from the very beginning. Your imperfections are not a barrier, rather, they grant me the freedom to transform you from within. Allow me to enlighten you at this moment. Embrace the world with an open heart. May my essence fall like flames and settle like smooth oil. Allow the weight to be released. Allow the fear to release its hold. Allow the happiness to ascend once more. You have transcended mere survival. You are in the process of becoming, transforming into all that I envisioned when I created you. Transforming into the vessel I relied upon for my splendor. Achieving completeness. This place is sacred, dear one. Remain by my side for as long as you require. Now, my dear, embrace this ultimate truth within the very core of your soul. You have transformed from the person you were at the start of this message. The silence that once filled you with dread has transformed into something sacred. The anguish that once appeared futile has found new meaning. The inquiries that plagued your evenings have started to yield to my words. What seemed like demise was never intended to bring about your ruin. Its purpose was to rouse you from slumber. Now, with every facet revealed and every truth acknowledged, you stand prepared. You stand prepared not due to having unraveled every mystery, but because you have relinquished control to the one who governs it all. This is a moment of sacred awakening. I don't merely declare you healed. I refer to you as sent. Not drawn to the limelight, nor to the act of performing, but rather to the essence of purpose. I am ushering you into the realm of your own existence, your family, your friendships, your work, your true calling. Through a fresh perspective. You have transformed. The silence has left its mark on you, imparting the wisdom of true listening. You are enveloped in the grace that guided you through the depths, and you are infused with the spirit that now energizes each of your movements. Stride confidently, fully aware of your place in the world. Speak as if you hold the flame of rebirth within your very breath. Love as one who has experienced my embrace in the profoundest of depths. You do not venture forth in solitude. I shall accompany you. From this moment forward, embrace the strength to stand tall. Avoid reverting to familiar habits. Do not stifle your voice to conform to spaces I have long since left behind for you. Do not revisit what I have already mended. Maintain your gaze ahead. Maintain an open heart and mind. Maintain a gentle heart. I shall persist in my discourse. I shall persist in my guidance. Yet, it is time for you to take action. One must embrace life. It is essential that you radiate brilliance. Not with your own illumination, but with the glow of my essence, softly yet steadfastly igniting within you. Should the silence ever make its return, you will be equipped with the knowledge of how to respond. It will linger in your mind that it was never truly absence. The sound echoed as I pulled you further into my depths. In moments when existence becomes tumultuous and unclear, seek solace in this stance. Come back to this location. Come back to me. This serves as your steadfast anchor. Welcome to your sanctuary. This is where your power lies. The quietude of the cross continues to resonate, and it shall forever endure. You have been selected. You are protected. You have been commissioned. Amen. This transcended mere video, it was a profound visitation. If this word resonates with you, feel free to share your thoughts below. This word belonged to me. Pass this along to someone navigating their own Friday, to assist in getting this message to those still seeking a sign. Enable notifications. The celestial realm still has much to convey. Now go, marked, sent, alive. The stillness shattered. The process of resurrection has commenced.